So here as we keep winding down the clock, we got about 5 weeks left. And the topic I'd like to talk about for today is luck. Outcomes that are in your favor, and it happens often because there's some people out there that are, say, a little bit lucky. And it's something that I'm definitely gonna need. I haven't found myself to be a lucky person. Have you? What's life like in those set of shoes? I have no idea. All I know is for the Samson event to finish at the top, the #1 slot is gonna require so much luck, it's unlikely to happen. Even coming top 5 would be extremely lucky. To come out anywhere, probably even 10th would be pretty decent. I would be very happy with that. Let's say not be too defeated if I don't finish at the top, because that's generally what happens. Is there's this process, you know, when we visualize ourselves going to the top. I've heard it from a psychological standpoint. I've heard it in sports through leaders and teachers talk about, hey, you have to see yourself getting that victory, getting that win, being, you know, getting all the way to the end and pushing through and enduring. And while I think that is true, it's like a strategy for the mind. It's to help us make choices that help us push through and continue. But really, luck is one that comes into play too. Things just happen that are unfavorable to, say, the side that gets defeated. I've seen that, and you have too. Sports is for sure is one thing I think about when it comes down to luck. Fantasy football is something I've done for the last 2 decades, and this is going to be the first year that I bow out of it, just because there's so much luck involved. You can go by predictions all day long, and even trying to pick out winners of football games is extremely difficult, even straight up without odds, because hey, they have to play the game and things happen, whether it's weather, players being injured, you know, someone just performs or what we call goes off. You don't hear about this topic a lot in health and fitness, is to be lucky or about chance, you know, the likelihood or probability that you'll be on top. And so it's one of those areas that luck comes into, not just sports but also health and fitness, whether it was a mentor or the right resources or figuring out things that others haven't with their own body and diet and training. And what you don't really hear in the story of luck is those who are unlucky, people like myself, who have strived to be, you know, to the top and push to those high mountains that I talk about in achieving goals. And then in the end, it's rare for us to win. As a matter of fact, the Samson is one for me that I've competed in over the last 2 years 3 times, and I've ended up in 2nd place all these times. I'm struggling with my training right now. I'm just kind of being careful of injury. My body can't take that much of a pounding, it seems like lately. I don't know if it's the heat or what it is. Maybe the other athletes are struggling too. I have no idea. As a matter of fact, the only athlete I can focus on right now is myself. And that's when it comes down to luck, is hey, you know what? If things work in my favor, then that's fantastic. And if they don't, then that's okay too. Because one of the hardest parts is when you're trying to get to the top and visualize yourself to go towards the top. You know, what happens when you don't succeed? You know, how do you respond to that? And that's what I like to think this whole channel and this experience is all about, is that, hey, you know what? We still have to stay humble, and we have to, you know, give credit where it's due to those who beat us and those who triumph to the top. Because I am one that, hey, you know what? I did my best, and whether I win or lose, I've learned a long time ago in sports, you know, our character is something we carry in the competition and afterwards. And if that changes, then that's not a good thing. You know, competition is just one of those areas where, you know, we get to push deep within, but it's not because anybody is our enemy. They're just our opposition force to push ourselves from within, because that's a big one in luck, is there's the favorite and the underdog. I've always liked to be the underdog just because no one expects you to win. I don't know what's going to happen over the next 5 weeks, but all I can do is just kind of keep moving forward and keep my head up and keep making these videos, because even at this point, this is hard, you know, trying to squeeze this stuff in just because I'm not really motivated to do it. But hey, you know what? I got to get it done. This is a journey. I committed to this, and that's part of, you know, life. So that's going to do it for this video. Till the next episode, take care. Peace out.